Welcome back, guys. Today I'm in the Halloween spirit, so let's make a Halloween banner. So what I have here is my 8x12 hoop. This design comes in a lot of sizes, 5x7, 6x10, and so on. So I'm going to do the big size 8x12, and I have tearaway stabilizer. As always, the first thing that's going to stitch is the placement line directly on the tearaway stabilizer. Alright, I'm going to do mine out of this black vinyl that I got from My Punk Embroidery. And I'm going to lay it down, making sure that I cover all the placement lines. And run the next step. Okay, so the next thing that's going to sew is we're going to tack our piece down for the inside of the boot. It's the decorative part of the boot, like the tongue of the boot. So I'm going to lay this down, and it's going to tack it down. Alright, so the next thing you need to do is take your applique scissors. Mine are from Geiger. I think I got them at Joann. And you want to cut really close to only the top fabric, not your vinyl. And you want to cut really close to these stitch lines. And just cut out this piece of fabric. And we're going to applique that down. So I'm going to take it to the counter and do it, and I'll be right back to show you. Alright guys, so that's what it looks like. I trimmed really close to the stitch line, to the stitches that it put here. And I'm going to put it back on the machine. Alright, so now what it's going to do is it's going to do a satin stitch around our applique piece there. Nope, it's going to do the shoelaces holes. Now it's going to do the satin stitch all the way around it. Now it's going to do a decorative stitch on top of the satin stitch. Now it's going to do a decorative design right here. Okay, let me see if I can explain this so you can understand. These patterns are done for the banners that you run a piece of ribbon through and like hang up and let them dangle, like swoop down a little bit. I'm not going to do that with this particular one. I'm going to make it like a door hanging thing, so I'm going to have witch feet hanging down and like wicked on the front of it and all. It's going to be awesome. So the next couple of steps I'm going to change a little bit, but first I'm going to put the back on. So I'm going to take it off the frame, and I'm going to put what fabric that I want on the back, and I'm going to use felt. Come on in. Hi, good morning.
Howdy, 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 howdy.
Alright guys, so this is what the back looks like. Have it taped down. My mom just showed up with breakfast. Y'all say hi to my mom. Alright, so like I said a while ago, it's going to be a little different. So I'm going to, these two pieces that are going to sew right here, if you're going to do the banner and run the ribbon through, I'm just, like I said, going to make a door hanging. So I'm going to sew these in the color that that would coordinate. So if you're doing the banner like that where you run the ribbon through, now you would put the backing on. Now it's going to go around and it's going to do the boot, taking all of our layers together. Alright guys, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this out. We're going to free it from the hoop. And we're going to cut 1/8 of an inch all the way around the boot part. And then set it aside. And then to do the other one, put your design back in the machine. Mirror it so that you have a left and a right foot. And do the same thing. And then I'll meet you right back here. Alright guys, here's our feet. We got left and right. So on the back of this one, I just kind of took some fabric glue and glued it on. But on this one, I decided I would sew it in. So when I put the backing fabric on, I just lined it in there, taped it in, and let it sew it in. And I think I like the way that looks a little better than just having it glued on. And this is just regular ribbon. Make sure it doesn't have the metal on the outside because you can't put metal in your machine. So that's what our feet look like, our little boots. They are so cute. Alright, so let's make our wicked sign. So we're going to put the placement line directly on the stabilizer. Let me take that off of auto. Alright, so now we're going to lay down our piece of vinyl. Making sure you cover up all the lines, all the placement lines. Now lay your piece of fabric down that you want for your background. I think these jack-o'-lanterns are going to be really cute. I'm going to start them. Now just like we did with the boot, we're going to cut this piece out. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. And so that's what it looks like trimmed. I'm going to put it back in. Okay, now what it's going to do is a pretty decorative stitch on top of that purple. going to do the broom handle. Now it's going to write the word wicked. Nope. Now it's going to do the end of the broom. Alright, now what it's going to do is the band on the broom and some detailing in it. Now it's going to do, I can't remember what it's going to do. Is it going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Looks like it's going to do the bat. No. It's going to write the word wicked. Alright, now it's going to do the bats. Alright guys, so this is what the front of the hook looks like. Isn't that so cute? So I'm going to go get the back ready and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so that's the front of the hoop. Really cute. And what I did was I took the back that I've used, and again I used felt, and I have fused on Decaville Heavy just to give it some structure and support on the wall. Also too, let me see if I can let you see, up under here I made some marks. Right here, can you see in here? Can you get in there? I made a mark on the stabilizer from the front. And I put a snap in it. And I used the male end of the snap. I don't think it matters which end you want to use. And that's what we're going to snap our feet onto. Right here. And it's going to be on the inside. Nobody's going to see it on the outside. I hope you understand that. So I put Decaville Heavy on the back of my felt. And then I just made some marks where I wanted my feet to go. And put on some snaps. Alright, so now we're going to do the little slits where the ribbon goes at. Alright guys, so here's our finished banner. That's what the back looks like. So now we can free it from the hoop. And then just pull the stabilizer away. And cut it out just like you've done everything else. Look how cute. Alright, so now we need to place our shoes. So I'm going to do left and right. Yes, I just held that up to me to make sure I had the left and the right feet. I'm going to line it up here so I can get them straight how I want them. I think I want them to dangle down about that far. So I'm going to cut this off. Then I'm going to cut this off. Alright, so now being we have the male end on the back of our banner, we need the female end. To give this a little structure, so I'm going to fold this over just like that. I just folded it over about 1/2 inch, kind of in the center. Make you a hole. Alright, so now what you want to do is take your cap piece Put it from the back to the front. Put your female piece on the front. Put the cap in the black part and squish it. And do the same thing to this one. Fold it over about 1/2 inch. Put your hole in the center. Doesn't have to be perfect in the center, just ish. Put your cap on the back. Put your female end on the front. And squish it. Alright, let's see. You go on that side, you'll go on this side. So just like that. Can you see? There you go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bow. I just made out of ribbon. And I'm going to put it here. Like this. Wouldn't that be cute? And that's our banner, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one.